Do you ever stare at your to-do list like it's some kind of unsolvable puzzle? You know what you need to do, but your brain's just like, nah, we're good right here. Whether it's the laundry piling up, that email you've been dodging, or a passion project you swear you'll get to eventually, it's like your brain is stuck in quicksand. What if I told you that there's a hack to break through that mental block? In this video, I'm going to show you the exact method that I use to get things done, even when my brain tries to resist, and how you can do it too. So the hardest part for those with ADHD is usually just starting, right? It's like staring at a mountain of laundry and just hoping it magically folds itself. Now, typically once you actually get going, hyperfocus tends to settle in and you'll start losing track of time. But initially, your brain is searching for a way in, a point where the task feels manageable instead of overwhelming. This is what I call an entry point, and it's been my key in breaking through those mental barriers. The best way that I could describe an entry point is that it's a simple action that helps lower the mental resistance to help you start on tasks. When you create an entry point, you trick your brain into getting a burst of dopamine, which is like giving your brain a high five. Think of it like jump-starting a car. Your brain is the car with a dead battery, and that entry point are jumper cables. Just one small spark gets the engine going, and once it's up and running, it's going to last a lot longer. For ADHD brains, completing a big task can feel paralyzing. We struggle with tedious or long tasks, but we love the novelty of it. Getting myself to the point where I actually sit down and film for multiple hours is not easy to do. But by breaking it all down into smaller steps, like getting the camera and everything set and ready, and then just filming one video, taking a break, filming another, instead of just trying to do it all in one long burst, is how I'm able to actually get through it. That initial setup process of the camera and the video and the mic is like a snowball going down a hill. It starts slow, but once it's up and running, it gains momentum fast. I think of when I used to dread responding to emails. My inbox was like a mountain I just did not want to climb. More daunting than a surprise pop-up quiz in 3rd grade. So instead of going through all of those emails, I would just open up my inbox and read one email. No pressure to reply, just to read it. That little action often turns into me responding to that email, and then I would open up another one and respond to that, and before I knew it, I was clearing out my inbox. The key is to keep your entry point so small that it's impossible to say no. It's like deciding just to eat one potato chip. It's not gonna happen. Once you eat that chip, you're eating the damn bag. You're setting the bar so low that starting becomes inevitable. And before you know it, you're representing Australia in breakdancing. This is so powerful because ADHD brains tend to get stuck in all or nothing thinking. I'm either 0 or 100. There is no in between. So when I lower that bar to just starting, I am going to 100. I am getting a speeding ticket. And I've always found that it's best to choose the least intimidating action first because ADHD brains just typically are paralyzed in fear. But when a task feels easy, it removes that emotional weight of, I don't want to. So let's say you have to start a report. Open up your laptop, open up a blank document, that's it. You don't have to write a word. Just open the document. This works because it sidesteps that overwhelming feeling of needing to be perfect or getting things done right away. You're telling your brain, we're not committed to the whole task. We're just getting our foot in the door. I do this exact thing when I'm writing out scripts. Initially, I don't think about the whole thing because I would go crazy. I usually start by just writing out one sentence or just the title or just a basic premise or idea. But then once that's done, my brain starts to get in motion and things just start flowing a lot easier from there. It's like dipping your toes into a cold pool, just testing the waters until you're fully in. Because let's be honest, no one's diving into that head first unless you have nothing to live for. Now, once you've picked that tiny step, tell yourself that you're just going to do it for 2 minutes. 2 minutes is short enough to trick your brain into thinking, sure, I got 2 minutes. Task? Cleaning your room. Entry point? Picking up your dirty laundry. When that timer goes off, you're free to stop, but something happens after. Once you've gotten started, momentum takes over. This steps into something called the Zeigarnik effect, which is the idea that your brain doesn't like leaving things unfinished. Once you start, your brain just wants to keep going. But if you're still struggling after those 2 minutes, that's okay. Just celebrate that you started. You've made progress right there, and you can try again later. But you know what you just did? You gave yourself that mini victory. You gave yourself that little dopamine burst, and you are free to high-five that brain of yours. By celebrating even tiny progress, you're reinforcing your behavior, and you're more likely to do it again. So after opening that blank document, you can go and scroll on social media for 2 minutes. Because who doesn't need that quick peek at cat memes to fuel their productivity? The key here is that you don't have to finish the task to reward yourself. The goal is to create a positive association with just starting. Also, another thing that I do to get going is to place visual reminders like sticky notes in visible areas with my next entry point. Because let's be real, if it's not on a sticky note, does it even exist? I mean, hell, my brain needs a post-it reminder just to remember lunch. And one of my favorite tricks is the 5-minute rule. After I've completed that entry point, I commit 5 more minutes to it. You'll be so surprised how often 5 minutes turns into 30 or 60 minutes once you're in the zone. So now think of a task that you've been avoiding and create an entry point for it. What is the smallest possible step that you can take right now? I want you guys to comment below with your entry point. I don't care what it is, just keep it PG-13, okay? If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe. I make new videos every single week, and I just thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this is why I can't have an editor.